Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Ryan Johnson from Intermittent Fasting with Ryan, and over the last 10 months, I've lost 60 pounds following an intermittent fasting routine. And if you're new here and interested in sustainable weight loss tips and strategies, be sure to click subscribe now. Hey, so I wanted to jump on today. I'm going to answer some questions about intermittent fasting, as well as I wanted to talk about falling off of a plan, an intermittent fasting routine, or any kind of diet or weight loss strategy, and what you can do to kind of get back on track. So I struggled today. I had an emotional eating kind of day. It started this morning at about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I had just dropped the girls off at school, and I was really hungry, and I decided that I wanted to go out and get some food, some fast food, and I kind of want to talk through how that happened and what I did to get back on track. So I'm going to cover that in today's video, as well as if you have some questions, go ahead and leave those in the chat. If you're watching this on the live, leave them in the chat, or if you're watching this on the replay, just leave any questions in the comments, and I'll go back and answer those towards the end of this video. Hey, so this morning, again, had dropped the girls off, felt like I wanted to go out and get some fast food, was really kind of craving that stuff. But I made the decision to go home and to break my fast early. It was about 9 o'clock, 13 hours into my fast, and decided that I was going to kind of do something to curb the hunger cravings. And I was going to go ahead and break my fast early. So I broke my fast at about the 13-hour mark and had some Tyson blackened chicken strips. So if you've ever seen my week of eating videos, you know that's a go-to of mine. So my plan, and things don't always go to plan, but my plan was to eat the Tyson blackened chicken strips, break my fast early, and hope that would be the end of it. But I ate the Tyson blackened chicken strips. I had about 450 calories of those with some Chick-fil-A sauce. But after I had finished eating those, I still wanted some bad food. So I kind of searched the pantry. I didn't get in my car and go out to Whataburger like I wanted to do. I kind of searched my pantry for something that we had, and we had some funfetti cake mix. So I decided to make funfetti cookies. So at this point, you know, I was at 500 calories. I decided to make the funfetti cookies, which the entire thing of funfetti cookies with everything added in it was about 1,600 calories if I had eaten everything. So I baked those cookies, and I had planned on eating all of them, which was going to be about 1,600 calories, added on to the 500 calories of the blackened chicken strips, and I was going to eat that and just some steak tacos. But after making the cookies and taking them out of the oven, I only ate about 2/3 of them, which was still about 1,100 calories. But in order to not tempt myself any further, I threw the rest away in the trash can, just so I wouldn't keep eating those. So it was only, you know, about 1,200 calories worth of cookies there. And then that was at about 10:30, 11 o'clock this morning. And then I had some steak tacos for dinner. I cooked those a little early. It was about 3 o'clock. Went ahead and cooked those, ate those, finished at about 4:30. And then I just started my fast early. So I went ahead and I put all my calories, logged them all. I'm ending the day at about 2,600 calories total, which is not too far off. Now, definitely was not the healthiest thing, but I feel good because I didn't completely give in, and I had a plan going into a bad day, and my plan was to eat the food, because if you completely cut yourself off, you end up just wanting it more and more. So I allowed myself to have all the cookies if I wanted to, but after I had eaten about half of them, I didn't want any more. So that helps. You know, if you want a type of food, you need to mentally allow yourself to have it. Now, whether or not you do, you know, you can make that decision, but, you know, I went ahead and said, yeah, if you want to eat all these things, go ahead. Ate about 2/3 of them, threw the rest away. Didn't feel too hungry but when I had the tacos, but I only had 2 of those, and I really wanted to eat that so that I got some good protein in me as well. So it wasn't just cookies and blackened chicken strips for the day. But I feel good. I started my fast at 4 o'clock, and I'll probably do a 22, 23-hour fast going into tomorrow. And it's that kind of balance and redirecting and recorrecting that's going to allow me to stay on track and continue to lose weight and hit my ultimate goal, which is not just a number. Obviously I still want to lose some weight, but the most important thing is I want to figure out how to do this sustainably and keep this up as a lifestyle. And one of the things that I have been thinking about just more and more is, one of the questions you always see asked is, what do you do when you reach your goal weight? And if you plan on doing something different when you reach your goal weight than you're doing now, then odds are you're going to put the weight back on. But if what you're doing now, you can continue even when you're at your goal weight, well, then you'll be able to do it forever. So I don't plan on cutting out cookies when I get to my goal weight. So rather than limit the types of foods that I'm eating, I need to learn how to have some moderation and fit those things in to what I'm doing now. Now, some people may look at that and say, eating 2/3 of a batch of cookies isn't moderation. But the way that I choose to moderate is, one day I'll have them, 4 or 5 days I won't have them. And it's that kind of balance that I fit into. I say I follow a 70-30 rule. 70% of the time I'm doing good. 30% of the time I allow myself the freedom and the leeway to kind of get off track. So if you have any questions, please feel free. Go ahead and leave those in the chat. And then I'll get to those here in a little bit.